What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Roque. I hope you're doing great because I'm doing supremely good. So today is Monday, and for today's videos I have invited the director from Dosign Training Center, and actually we are shooting this video at Dosign Training Center building. We are here at the balcony shooting this video, and I have invited Mr. Silvano, the director from Dosign Training Center, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions in English. So fortunately, these questions are in English, so I think this is a great time for you to practice your listening skill. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Good afternoon, Mr. Silvano.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roque.
Okay, great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. What about you?
Yes, I'm doing great.
It's nice.
Well, Mr. Silvano, my first question here is, what is Dosign Training Center and what do you work with?
Well, Dosign Training Center is an Angolan company located in Bengala, actually in Lobito, Zona Comercial 28. Our main focus or our main goal is to teach English language.
Okay.
But we also have French and we also have an area where we give support to students when it comes to mathematics, Portuguese, and many other subjects in school subjects.
Okay, great. Very good. And talking a little bit about your nationality, you're speaking English, and I don't know whether you are from any English-speaking country or you're from Angola. Where are you from?
Well, I wish I was, right? Well, I'm actually from Angola. I was born in Cabinda, the northwest province of Angola.
Okay. Talking about English, you've told me that you teach English, French, right? And my question is about English. How many levels are there?
Well, according to CEFR, which stands for the Common European English for for learning English, right? So we have 6 levels, which are the first one is beginning, where we teach the basic knowledge of the language. At this level you can be able to communicate, talking about yourself, asking for basic questions like the places, time, dates, and many other things.
Okay.
Yeah, we also have elementary, pre-intermediate, and intermediate, pre-advanced, and advanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How did you learn English, Mr. Silvano?
Well, for learning English, we have many different ways, for acquiring a foreign language. But I had to go to an English training center back in 2013 in Cabinda.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing my high school, I was very good at many subjects. Yeah, but when it comes to English, I was very weak. Okay. So my brother decided that I had to go to an English training center, and I did so. I went there and I started to do my English training course.
Okay.
So it was in 2013. I started attending the classes, and not only that, I also had to go to some English club meetings.
Great. And what's your native language, by the way?
Portuguese.
Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But someone told me that in your country, in this case Angola, there is a lot of languages.
Yes, we
I
do.
want to know what's your, how should I put this? The language it's spoken in your province?
Okay, it is actually Fiote.
Okay.
Yeah, Fiote. We were born and we found our parents, speaking in a different language, which is Fiote.
Okay.
But if we look for, or if we go to other provinces, we're gonna find Umbundu, Kimbundu, and many other languages.
Okay.
But in Cabinda is Fiote.
Okay, great. How many languages can you speak so far?
Well, I can say 3 languages. I can speak 3 languages properly, which are Portuguese, English, and French.
Great.
But I am also learning Spanish right now. Yeah.
Great. Could you please introduce yourself in French? Just want to make sure you speak the language you're saying that.
No problem. No
Yeah,
problem. That's a
yeah.
piece of cake.
Great.
Well,
In French.
in French, that's
Yeah,
right.
great.
Bonjour tout le monde. Je m'appelle Silvano Mavungo. Je suis professeur de l'anglais, mais je peux parler français aussi. Je ne parle pas français beaucoup, mais je peux le faire, c'est possible.
Okay, great. Interesting. This is amazing. And Mr. Silvano, tell us, what is it like to be able to speak 3 languages? In here, I'm talking about being polyglot.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Well, it's really important. I believe that all people should, get into this kind of skills, being able to speak more than one language, and gives you more opportunity when it comes to when it comes to getting a job, right? When you have English as a differential, it's very important. That's why I advise people to acquire a new language.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Now I'd like to challenge you in Spanish.
All right.
I'd like you to introduce yourself in Spanish.
Buenos días, yo soy Silvano Mavungo. No momento yo estoy aprendiendo a hablar español. Yo tengo un alumno que es cubano.
Great.
No entanto, yo estoy aprendiendo, teniendo la oportunidad de poder hablar con él.
Okay. How long time have you been studying this language?
Well, actually, it started in 2013, and since then the process never stops. I've been learning since 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long does it take for us to speak the language properly? In this case, English, because we have seen many people. They are interested on taking an English course, and they talk about the length of time.
Yeah.
So will I learn the language within the space of 3 months? So how long does it take for you to learn the language?
Well, to learn the language and speak the language properly, it really takes time. I can say when you start an English training course, right? I can say it can take a year and something.
Okay.
Yeah, a year and something. But remember that this process is not going to give you fluency.
Okay.
Yeah, it can brings you proficiency,
Okay.
which is different from being fluent.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can say a year and a half.
Okay, great. And I want to talk about fluency because I can make the case that you are fluent at English and even in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because this is your mother tongue. I want to know, what does it take to become fluent? Is it about practice? Is it about what? What's this?
Well, that's what you said. It's about practice. It's about practice because it's by practicing that you're gonna become fluent.
Okay.
It's not only going to it's not only attending classes that is going to make you speak English. No.
Okay.
Practice is the key for you to get the fluency or become fluent.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are in a Portuguese-speaking country. We are not in an English-speaking country. So we are here talking in English, and we have here some followers.
Yeah.
They are asking if it's possible to learn English in Angola since we speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Should they go abroad? And have you ever been abroad? So here I have 2 questions.
Yeah. Well, the first question, yes, I have been abroad.
Okay.
But the second one, if it's possible to learn the language without going abroad, yes, it is. It is possible. I started to learn the language, and I started to speak this language without going abroad.
Okay.
It means it is possible.
Right.
What really matters is not the place or where you go to. It's the mentality and the work ethic you put in what you're doing.
Great.
So if you have a good work ethic, if you have decided to to learn a new language and you are really motivated to do that,
Okay.
things happen.
Very good.
Yeah.
What do you think about thinking twice? Here I'm talking about when people start to speak English, they think twice. They think in Portuguese.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
rely too much on their mother tongue.
Yeah.
And what do you think about this?
I think that's due to lack of practice. When you practice a lot, your mind starts to to give you answers of what you want, and it doesn't take long.
Okay.
So I think it's just a matter of getting yourself into lots of practice,
Okay.
and then your mind get you at the results you want, and you will eliminate this, you know, I can say the weakness
Okay.
of thinking first in Portuguese and then speaking in English.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And do you believe that practice makes perfect? Do you believe in perfection? Is it possible to be perfect, in this case in English? Because some people think that being fluent, it means, yeah, you're this person who speaks the language and you don't make mistake. What does it mean?
Well, if you get perfection, it means you became a god.
Okay.
So this is to say that it's practice makes improvement,
Okay.
not perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. So in this case, when you start practicing, you're gonna get some improvements in what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you will not get the perfection, but because we are human beings and we will never get there.
Okay.
What we can get is improvements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And we also have, for example, people ask me, Mr. Roque, have you ever been abroad? And I tell them I've never been abroad. I learned English here and I'm still learning English here. It is possible. Mr. Silvano is telling you guys.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of practice.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you about this practice.
Yeah.
Many people make this kind of complaints. I want to practice my English and I don't have anyone to practice English with.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? So what do you think about this? What would you recommend?
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't need someone to practice with you,
Okay.
right? You can do it by yourself,
Great.
and I used to do it
Okay.
because the
People
house.
say it's crazy.
It is not.
Okay.
It seems like being crazy, but actually it is not.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to be by yourself and take the materials you have. You can listen to some English music, you know, or watch an English movie. Yeah, and then you can you can select someone who you like to listen to, and then start to imitate him, the way he speaks, the way he sounds, you know. Yeah, just there's many ways for you to do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Now my last question. I think this is my next to the last question. People want to take English course.
Yeah.
Where should they go? I'm talking about here in Benguela province. Where should they go?
They should go to Dosign Training Center.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And why should they go to Dosign Training Center?
Well, because here we not only teach how the language works properly, but we also encourage people that this is not how they have to do it. You know, you're not gonna learn the language in 45 days.
Okay.
You have to understand that this is a process and it really takes time. We have a saying which goes, great things take time.
Okay.
And English is a great thing, so it's gonna take time.
Okay.
But here we are ready. We have great teachers. They're gonna help you to achieve this goal. And
Okay.
if you wanna speak the way we are speaking, just come to Dosign Training Center.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you also have English for a specific purpose? And how does it work at the Dosign Training Center?
We actually we do have English for a specific purpose. I think it was in January that we started to teach English for some restaurant workers.
Okay. What's the name?
Luna Ocean Club.
Okay.
Yeah, they were here with us, learning the language.
Okay.
We prepared them, to receive foreign people.
Okay.
And we know that Lobito, we have a lot of companies, specifically talking about Porto de Lobito. We have the railway station.
Okay, great.
And I believe that those companies, they are now, on charge of American people or some foreign companies.
Great.
So as we know, English is a commercial language also, and I think the manager of the restaurant, they saw this importance of learning, of getting their workers ready for communication in English, and they came here in order to learn the language. It was a great experience, even though some of them came here very tired because of the nature of their work, but it went well. It worked out well.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's it, Mr. Silvano. Thank you so much for having us here at the Dosign Training Center.
Yeah.
This is the end. So guys, do not forget to subscribe. My name is Mr. Roque and goodbye.
See ya.